For a person living with disability, as Stephen Nyamongo, I can tell you it has not been an easy process or journey. Though I can really tell you it has been a mind-opening, eye-opening, and the most colorful picture, if I could paint it, to explain to you the way you are molded by the challenges you face each and every day. For me, it's a natural course. I cannot evade it. I cannot run out of the frame of my picture. This today, I tell you to stand and honorably or diligently say, it has been a journey, and standing today to thank each and every person who has supported me. I can't tell you they are bad people or good people per se. I can just say some lessons are tough to teach, some are easier. So according to the person who's at that point, who's going to tell you or to teach you at a certain thing, some people teach you roughly, some people are so soft to whatever they are going to teach you. So, as a person living with disability, I can really tell you that the challenges come, you don't have a choice, or either to evade or to avoid or something like that. But when challenges come, as a person, I've learned that it's okay to learn, and it has not been so easy, especially when it comes to socializing, participation. Such things are not easy for a person living with disability. There are those who face challenges such as they can't come out to society, to big crowds, to people they have never been seen before. And such challenges will hinder a person's life. So when you live with disability, there are these things you can't just do. Socializing is not an ABC process. You have to work on yourself, put yourself out. But how do you do that as a person living with disability? There's this notion, you live with disability, you concentrate to look upon your shortcomings. You always think that everyone is much better than who you are. Looking at your challenges, your compromises, the things that hold you down, the things that want to make you hide, the things that want to make you feel like you want to disappear in a crowd and just be invisible. These things, the things that you think other people can do much better. Did you ever ask yourself that there's no perfect person? Just because you're compromised physically, does that compromise you as a whole? Mentally, if I could challenge someone mentally, I could maybe be better than they are. People are better. Everyone is better at what they do. That's why we always say uniqueness is a part of life or a sector of life that you cannot avoid. As a person living with disability, we stand to represent the uniqueness of humanity. So no one is any better than you are. There are things you can do, things people dream to want to do, things people cannot fathom to do, but yet you feel you are a lesser person or a weaker being. That note does not qualify you to say that to yourself. And it's such a special day that you understand the person you are is much better than the person you think you are. Never compare yourself to others. If plants did that, we would all have the same kind of plant maybe. But even nature supports diversity. Be different, unique, stand a chance, stand out. As a person living with disability, you are the one to stand to represent the uniqueness that we hold. As Stephen Nyamongo, I have a question for you today. If you are a human being or if you are a good, or rather a commodity, what value would you place at the tag for yourself? In a layman's language, that's simply asking, how much do you esteem yourself? Do you look down upon yourself that much? What could make you despise yourself that much? Why would you lose your self-esteem? Just because you think someone is better does not give you any right to think you are a lesser being, or rather, don't look yourself the way you would like. So today we stand as Disabilities Kenya. We tell each and everyone, your esteem is the greatest thing you'll ever gift yourself. Respecting yourself, valuing yourself, giving yourself the dignity you deserve. Why should you wait for someone to indicate your value? That's upon self. That's your own decision to make. That's like the biggest decision you have to make for yourself. It's personal. You have to make that value for yourself. If you can't value yourself, there are so many people who will disvalue you. They will look down upon you because you do look down upon yourself. How could you expect respect from others if you can't afford it for yourself? It's just proper to give yourself the esteem you deserve. And by chance, if I could mislead you, I could tell you to please understand yourself. Dig down yourself, understand yourself, give yourself the dignity you deserve. I don't know if today you are supposed to order someone to value you. I don't know what value they could give you, but the greatest gift, I remind you again, is to self-esteem yourself properly. Make sure that everything you do brings joy, it brings fulfillment, and the self-love it requires to a human being. Every day, understanding yourself is giving yourself a page, a new opportunity to be a very important member of a society. Imagine with all your potential, there are things we need you to do for us. There are things you need other people to do for you. And in this life, the most important thing is to work together as a community, as a society. As people living with disability, we uniquely stand to claim our spot and be able to express humanity from the point of a person living with disability. If you can't stand to represent who you are, who will? I stand to represent people with disability, to give them a voice, a chance to be heard, to be seen. No matter how much we hide, we are still a very important sect in this society. And everyone is as important as everyone is. We thank you so much for being and esteeming yourself that high. Thank you. Uniquely, I would describe to you a sect pertaining integration. To each and every person living with disability, I will pose a question to you. How could people understand you if you could not take a chance to express who you are and maybe state how well they could be of assistance or provide help to you? To people living with disability, when you understand yourself, know the society, with the better understanding of who you are and other people, You get to come into society being a very meaningful part of the society by being able to express the disability challenges and how well someone could express their help or maybe their gratitude towards you. As a person living with disability, it's our main role to be able to integrate ourselves into society. For instance, you understand you need help or you require assistance from other people during certain events or situations. So it's better if a person living with disability could just express themselves to others without or with disability. Because, for instance, nobody will ever understand you if you could not even express your name or who you are. The best part to live in a society is to be able to integrate self. You come into society, play a part, and become a person who is able to stand and represent who they are, represent other people who are facing challenges or who might face challenges in the future. So, if you are living with disability, nobody is just self-aware to understand your challenges or understand what you require. You have to express yourself, tell others what you need, what you require. In a manner of conversation, everyone will understand what you need. But if you keep quiet, there are so many things that will pass you by. Opportunities and assistance, both will pass by. The society is very welcoming to anyone, individually or as a group, who is willing to participate, to build society for betterness, and to create an environment that is very compatible to either party, person living with disability or person who is not compromised in any way. And it is such a great opportunity for people living with disability to stand and express themselves to ensure that the society at large is able to chip in accordingly and is able to benefit from your potential and the goodness you behold. Thank you so much.